Hello, everybody. Welcome, folks. Great to see you all.
Hello.
Hope you're doing fantastic.
Hello, it is Tuesday. Is it first Tuesday of the 2020? Am I seeing it right?
Are we
do I
going
have
to do first of
2020
every
vision?
part of 2020? Is this going to be a running continuous thing? Yes,
Yes,
that's what I
yes,
thought.
yes,
That's
yes,
exactly
yes,
what I
yes,
thought.
yes.
So get ready for it, folks. There's a little bit of future prediction right there. Many more 2020 hints and jokes and references until
In hindsight.
we hit February. Great to see you all. So many fantastic folks in here. Look at you all. We got Dano's Toolbox in the house. We got Stonkman in the house. We got Thames World here, guys. We got Chills TV. We got Beauty with Miss D. And we have Metalfish TV in the house. We got Inspired Champion. The Huntsman's here, flipping crazy. Outlaw Outdoors Oregon is in here. We got Jackson RC Aviation. We got Mega Millions Mike. Am I coming through okay? Yeah, okay. I was wondering. I forgot to check my levels. That's okay. That's okay. Mrs. GTV is in the house. We have Nick Welsh. We have Luana's Corner. Just Bear Stuff, Pixels channel. We got Colin Arrow Air Shows. We got Metal 93 Eats in the house. Happy Lux, I hear you're in Germany now, my friend. I hear no more Luxembourg. I hope it's for good. I hope it's for good.
We love Germany too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Tales of the Solstice is in the house. Marco Eats. Jay's World is here, guys. Draco's Dragon. We got Casey Green. We have Max Air 420. Diary of a Family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you. Glad you could make it. Premier Hell is in the house. Great to see all you guys. We don't say hi at the beginning. We don't want to use Nightbot. We don't like giving too much access to our channel. So we're pasting, but the kids are kissing us. We're eating supper sometimes. Sometimes I'm fixing stuff on here. Xenia, a ton of things. So we apologize if we don't them, but it's great having you all here. Duke Family Chronicles in the house. You're so welcome. Happy Locks. Wishing you nothing but the best with the move, my friend. Howling Fun RV Adventures is here. And guys, we have a channel we met a couple of months ago that's about to hit 1K.
Yeah, so before we jump into all that serious stuff, let's have some fun and jump off on a good note.
Yep, that's right. There you go, guys. Ornab, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, unfortunately, we're working with the beta of our new layout, and our celebration milestones one is not working, but you know what? We're going to still do it, guys. We're going to check out. Guys, we got Wildly Intrepid Sailing. It's about to hit 1K, only 13 away. And yes, anybody in here who is 20 or less away from the next rounded 1,000, let us know, and we'll bring you up. I hope you guys enjoyed Ottawa, so close to where I grew up. Wildly Intrepid Sailing says, were you on the Quebec side, on the Gatineau area? It's beautiful all through there. Love that place. Love Ottawa. There you go, guys. A fantastic channel, guys. Wildly Intrepid Sailing right there. And they are now 11 away from hitting 1K, guys. This is a channel that you will not regret. They are doing a fantastic job. They should have 100,000 for what they're doing, honestly. And they will. It's coming. So jump in while you can get a seat, guys. Check them out. Tina McKenzie, how are you? If you've already helped out Wildly Intrepid Sailing, hit that like button, tweet out, tell friends. It is Tech Talk Tuesday, guys. We're going to be talking COPPA, and we're also going to be taking you guys' questions as well. 991, guys. 9 more to go. Wildly Intrepid Sailing. 9 more to go, folks, to hit that big old 1K. Let's do it, guys. Let's get them up there. Link in the chat. Grab them up. They're a fantastic channel. We send draws. I hope I'm saying it probably, but it's great to have you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Well, I hope all is great with you. 993, 7 more to go.
Oh, 7 more to go. And in the meantime, hello to Diary of Family. Hello and welcome to our channel. Miscellaneous Streams, hello and welcome back. How to Garden, hello and welcome here to our channel as well. If you're new to our channel and see everybody is in blue, don't fret, you're going to get your blue wrench too in just a little bit of time if you respect the rules and respect each other too. And we have 6 away, 4 away from Wildly Intrepid Sailing.
996, guys, only 4 more on the way. A fantastic channel. You're not going to want to miss this opportunity to check them out. They are absolutely awesome, guys. They're really doing great things here. Make sure to check them out. Get connected with great people doing great things. They inspire you and all that good stuff. Hook Life and Kyla P, how are you? Welcome. Victoria Roman Carter, how are you? Welcome. So many great folks in here. I'm going to do a Rockstar welcome for y'all in just a minute, guys. Have no fear. Aqua Nest is back. Welcome back. Alex the Beer Master's in the house. What's up with you? Hope all is well. Michael Gwynn is in the house. Great to see you. Thank you so much. Dano's Toolbox just shared on my page. You were too kind, my friend. Thank you so very much for that. Guys, we're almost at 80. We're climbing. Almost going to get 100 in here soon, so let them know. The more the merrier, guys, the better the conversation. 999, guys. 3 more to go, folks. 3 more to go for Wildly Intrepid Sailing. A fantastic channel. I was reading Premier Hell. See, I'm watching the chat. 1,000! There you go. I wish we had the fireworks. We're going to have to improvise for a minute. RSDT, wow, Happy New Year to you. All the best, all the best. Great to see you. There you go, guys. Oh, there she goes. She is celebrating, she's coming apart. It started raining staples on me. Oh, good.
Congratulations, Wildly Intrepid Sailing. Congratulations.
That's right, guys. Flood the chat with emojis. Celebration time for Wildly Intrepid Sailing, who just hit 1K. Fantastic job. Keep up the great work. You guys have an unbelievably great channel.
That's right, and that's what we do more off on Sunday nights and on Thursday afternoons on Shoutout, where we all are growing together the right way, being smarter YouTubers, as we talked about yesterday.
That's right.
The Creator Spotlight Show is here. Hello, how are you, Hot Sauce Junkie Sim? Hello, Happy New Year to you and your beautiful, wonderful wife.
As well as Scrapping Irish across the seas. Happy New Year to you, my friend. All the best. Hello to you both this evening. Common Sense with Elizabeth. Hello to you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Cheers to you, West Haven, always and forever. Elena, hope you're doing fantastic. I got off early, then wife's job just closed early now too. Snow. Hopefully I'm back to catch today's show live. Be safe on the road.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost, definitely.
Danny Black is in the house. Hope you are safe. Let us know how is the update there over in Australia. Thinking about you guys. Hope that you are safe wherever you are on the island down under there. Our friends from Australia.
Most definitely, guys. Be safe. Be safe.
Now, Hot Sauce Junkie Team has a question right on for, yes, today usually is our Tuesday Tech Talk. We're going to talk more about COPPA though today, but he has a very good question, and I know Andrew has an answer to that one. Can you explain the purge?
Oh, I'm allowed to answer it now.
Yes.
Wow.
Because after we're going to be talking about COPPA.
Oh, I got to get a lottery ticket or something. I don't know. Maybe she's been a little bit of... But nonetheless,
don't spread the rumors.
I'm running with it.
I have coffee. It's getting cold though.
The purge. What is the purge? In short, the purge is there because YouTube wants a better representation of who is actually watching you, and therefore it goes through looking at channels that are closed. They're removing them from your subscription list. They're removing channels that are there questionably. They're also grabbing. Say you met 7 new people tonight, or 10 new people. Just round off 10 new people. It might take some of them away and say, well, you know what, that's great, but now we're going to take away 5 that haven't watched you in 6 months. So you're still good to the 5. And I know it sucks, and we got to realize something, guys. I'm always tied in this because I never want to say that subscribers aren't important. They are important. If you're not growing, you're not going anywhere. But they're not everything. You've heard me go on and on about balance. Same thing with this. If they're really getting rid of the ones that are dead subscribers, people lose their accounts, people pass away, people give up on YouTube, so on and so forth. People manually close their own accounts. Fine, they're no help. Yes, it sucks to see the number go down, but what can you do? But yes, too, a lot of times they're taking people away that actually do watch us. I've had to resubscribe to a Canadian Drone Hub about 4 times this month. I'm only there 4 or 5 times a week. I mean, what would I want to watch over there? That's just part of the glitches that go with it. There's all kinds of things that, if you don't watch in full, it's not going to go and stuff like that. The main thing is, if you just go and click on a channel and leave, it might take it away. Or it might take away some of the other ones. Watch like real people, guys. Nobody in real life watches everything all the time. But remember your first time here when you meet somebody, add them to your watch later. They deserve a full audition the same as you do. Then you can truly decide if that's a channel you want to watch. And that covers more from a purge. Not everything is for everybody, but everybody deserves an audition when it's said and done. So, but that basically is the purge in a nutshell. Is YouTube cleaning up subscribers that just aren't watching you or their channels don't exist anymore.
Melly93 Eats is asking a question about the merchandise. When is a good time to start selling? Today.
Soon as you have your brand set up, you have your logo on your banner, on your channel, on your thumbnails, this is what I want to do and this is who I am. Get right into it. That's a big mistake we made. A really, really big mistake. We waited way too long to get into it.
That's right. Now, speaking about merchandise, let's talk about ours and do a little bit of self-promotion as we do here at the beginning of the live stream.
Oh, I forgot to shut off the horn.
Even with a horn. Hashtag Blue Orange Group. Merchandise available on Teespring as well as on our merchandise shelf down below under the video. Everything from classic hashtag Blue Orange Group blue and white shirts, cups, stickers, as well as special edition Don't Move a Muscle shirt and cup. And of course, Super Sticker Super Chat inspired by you. Unisex t-shirts, all print t-shirts, joggers, cups of all sizes and for all length and Well, for all heights. You can check it right there on our Teespring. Thank you so much for everybody who's already purchased their hashtag Blue Orange Group merchandise. Thank you.
I was just laughing at JNC No Limit. Sorry I haven't came to your live stream in over a year. Wink. There, you want your 2020 stuff? There you go. JNC No Limit is helping you out on there. There you go. There you go.
No, I do see some other questions here as well. We're going to get to them too, but today we want to focus especially on COPPA, so we're going to cover that, and definitely we'll get to your questions. If we don't have enough time to answer all of them, we're going to make sure we do that this week, so don't worry there. Don't get lost anywhere. Pixel Be Alive is here with our other channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good to see you. And you at least get materials from YouTube for your Tech Tuesdays with all the changes. Always look at it from the bright side. Yes, we do try our best to get our sources from the original YouTube everywhere, and like they have information available everywhere, and we always research that. And as always, additional information is going to be available down below in the description of the video, probably by tomorrow morning.
Oh wow, miscellaneous streams. Hi, I'm sitting outside with the fire pit going. It's a beautiful Friday for me. How's the weather up there? I sure means Tuesday, but nonetheless, sounds very nice. Sounds very relaxing.
Oh,
so,
definitely.
Yeah.
PJ Azen, thank you so much for the question, and welcome here to our live stream. Stick around. There's lots to cover today, and we weren't sure really if to go with the Tuesday Tech Talk today or focus on COPPA, but you know what? It's a new year. We haven't really done Tuesday Tech Talk, so gonna start on the right foot, right?
That's right, folks. That's right. And you know what? We need a Rockstar welcome in here,
yes.
guys. We got 90 people in here and climbing. If you can hit that like button, it only takes a second, guys. It helps out immensely. If you can tweet it out, it only takes 30 seconds and helps out so much. And let's say hello to you all, folks. Let's see who we got going on in here already. Let's crank up the echo because you guys deserve it. The crowd is cheering and roaring as you guys take the stage. And the first one on the list tonight is Victoria Roman Carter in the house. We got TL Travel. The Huntsman is here, folks. Tham's World is here. Tamara Maglin is here. We got Startup Slots here. Stonkman is in the house. Sterling Silver is in the house. We got Self Love Always in the house. We got Salon Girl Gardens in the house. We got Rodney Reviews Things in the house, folks. We got Premier Hell in the house. We got Playworthy here. We got PJ Azurin, excuse me. Pixel Be Alive is in the house. We got Paul Michael DB. We got Outdoors for Adventure. And we have Ani Sunshine Emmy. Nacho Roland is in the house, folks. We got Miss Naturally Nollins here, folks. We got Monstar Sports and Entertainment. Miscellaneous streams here. We got Minute Tour. We got Michael Ginn. We have MFCP Woodworking. The list just keeps going up and down and around and around. We got Metro Sonic here. We got Mega Millions Mike. We got Marco's Eats in the house, folks. And we got Just Bear Stuff. JNC No Limit TV, who has not been here in over a year. How to Garden is in the house. We got Hot Sauce Junkie Tim here, folks. We got Homesteading with the Herberts here. We got Hey Jess in the house. We got Graceful Spirit and Ray. Flippin' Crazy is here, guys, as well as Elf Lord's Journeys. We have Eber FPV here, folks. We got Drive Shaft Drew. Happy New Year, buddy. Good to see you. Fellow Canuck, we got Disable and Prepping. We got David the Producer is in the house. I was going to message you guys tonight. I will still, but nonetheless, a big Happy New Year to you and Juliet. Wishing you guys nothing but the absolute best for 2020. Juliet Miranda, guys, and David the Producer. We have Daniel Jackson in the house. We got Crazy Cajun here, guys. We got Common Sense with Elizabeth and Chills TV. We got Sherry Awesome Sunset Travel. Bougie Boy 2001. We got BLT Gamers in the house. We have Babylicious TV. We got Beauty with Miss D and Bastos Bad Boys here, folks. We've got Bait the Hook, Aqua Nest, and Ventures here. Alex the Blue Man Reviewer and Gamer, Life at Home, and 54 Punchy. Great to see you all. I know you're not on the list, guys, so make sure to say hi, highlight our name. Definitely give you a Rockstar welcome as well. Sterling Silver, we were talking about that the other night. Actually, we did a whole show about it. That's getting everybody to start thinking on their side for YouTube and for life. Just hoping it goes grand, I guess you'd say.
Yesterday we talked about how to be a smarter YouTuber and set your goals a smart way. We also give you some tools and actual work to do on your channel together with us so we can reach the goals together by the end of this year and be in the lucky 8 percentile that actually do reach their goals and not give up on them by the 19th of January, as the research shows. So if you're interested in that, check out. It is already time-stamped for you, and the link is in the chat from yesterday. Smarter YouTuber. We all want to be smarter YouTubers, isn't that, Andrew?
That's right. That's right. I was reading Wood Pigeon Outdoors answer. I have no idea. I'm not quite sure I've even followed, to be honest, but I'm definitely not sure. Sorry about that. Quicksilver, how are you? Great to see you, and you're so welcome. Not a problem. Nomadic Van Man is in the house. We got 90 guys in climbing. 90 in climbing, folks. Nerd of the North, much love to you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hope you're well. You guys help out my channel so much you don't even know. Thank you. Melly93 Eats, you guys help us out so much and you don't even know. Without you guys, we wouldn't have anything on here. And we're very thankful for all of you. It's our pleasure. It's a two-way street.
And speaking about helping, we would like to ask you to help us today a little bit and share this live stream out. We do appreciate, you know how YouTube notifications works and suggested. The biggest force behind the YouTube is the viewers. And we do appreciate when you do share it out. It's free and it helps us tremendously. So if you can share out our live stream, we do appreciate that. Hit that like button, share it out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, your community page if you can, wherever you can, please do, and we do appreciate it when you do.
Grandma Ducky, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. And alrighty, guys, we got a channel that's been really pushing to get his channel to 2K. We're going to help him out, folks. There you go.
Impatiently.
Chills TV. Chills TV is now officially in the right spot. 20 or under, guys. So we're going to help out Chills TV to hit 2K, and then we're going to jump right into it, folks. Tracy, well, you're amazing. I can't even debate that. You're the one who's amazing. You're too kind. You're too kind. Great to see you. The Real, how are you? Hope you're doing fantastic. Salon Girl, yes, we are thankful. And like I say, us for you guys, folks. It really is a two-way street. I hope you know that. We got Chills TV, guys. If you don't have them, grab them up, folks. We're going to help them out, and then we're going to jump right into it, guys. Metro Sonic, hey, same to you. Same to you. Hope all is grand with you. Great to see you.
High Quality EXO, hello and welcome to our channel as well. Hello, good to see you here. Mrs. JTV is here. Hello. Amorphology. Hello. What's new and up with you? Rodney Reviews Things is here. Hello. How are you? And, while we are doing Chills TV milestone to 2K, what about my favorite question of the day?
Go right ahead. Ask away.
I want to know where you guys are from. Yes, my favorite question. Where are you from? We are husband and wife, as you can see, Andrew, Xenia, and we are in Montreal, in Canada. We would like to know, where are you from? Which part of the world? Country, state, city, planet? Where are you from? Let us know in the chat, and I might shout you out as well. And in the meantime, let's get Chills TV to 2K. And Chills TV, if you can update us with your numbers, we would appreciate that, since it jumps over 10 only as you're past 1K. And we have Philadelphia, The Real Breeze TV, and England for Just Beer Stuff and Nature's Beauty as well. Texas and Adventures, A&T Adventures. And we have Australia, of course, represented by Danny Black and Tracy Gaffney. 54 Punchy is here. Hello, how are you? We have 10 left to go for Chills TV. Brian and the 240. Yes, I hope the best for Australia. And hello and welcome here. We have Earth USA and Texas Conroy for straight up slots. Thank you so much. Wood Pigeon Outdoors in Ottawa. Yes. We just spent amazing New Year's vacation in Ottawa.
Cardoso's in those.
Yes, Allentown, Pennsylvania for Quicksilver. Hello, how are you? Brisbane for Danny Black. Hunt, Arkansas, Cardoso Media, Toronto, Hunt, Arkansas. That's what I wondered. Oh, Jason draws. Cardoso is Canadian. So I'm like, that's wrong. Welcome back here. And we have people from all across the board, Australia, UK, United States, and Canada. Welcome here. Welcome from all across the board. Say hi in the chat. If we missed you, we love seeing you wherever you are.
Jennifer Hayes, how you doing? It's great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome to each and every one of you guys. And we got Chills TV, guys, who's less than 10 away from hitting 2K. So grab them up, guys. Link in the chat. We do this to help out channels that are less than 20 away from the next round of 1,000. We're going to get into COPPA and all your questions in just a minute. Best friend in your thread is in the house.
Hey.
Happy New Year. How are you? Good to see you.
Brian and the 240, welcome to our channel. Amazing channel about cars. Check that out. And Coops Din, welcome back. We love when channels give us the second chance. When you come back for a second time, that means that something intrigued you for the first time and you decided to give us a second chance. So welcome back. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. By the way, also Canadian. So welcome.
Oh, Goliath Grower, another channel. Michiganja Misfits. Wow.
Wow. That's a mouthful, I must tell you.
Definitely.
Hike with Mike. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. And Straight Up Slots is claiming Canada because he's half Canadian. That's right. Why not? Best friend in your thread. Love seeing you so much. I hope
awesome
everything is great with you this year. This is your year. You got it. You got it, girl. Fox, the cutest dog in the West. Yes, there you go. Mitching Underman, how to garden. Welcome here as well, guys. Let's get the Chills TV to 2K so we can jump onto COPPA and what happened yesterday on YouTube.
That's right, guys. There's the link. Grab him up. He's less than 10 away, folks, and we're going to celebrate with him. We're going to jump right into the questions, guys. Right into COPPA, questions about COPPA, and then everything else. So let's do it, guys. Let's get Chill TV. He's been pushing hard. Well, less than 10 away now, so let's put him over the top. The Weird Desk US. Hey, thank you so very much. Do appreciate it. Great to see you. Is on chance when I basically live in Pusa Studios attic. Oh my God.
Yes.
You were too funny, my friend. That's right. Just lurking above in the boards.
That's right. Chills TV, where are you at? Let us know. BNO.
Oh, stop the presses, guys. Stop the presses. Come on, guys. Grab up Chill TV, but we're going to jump back here for a sec. We got to shut off the music. We got a big event here, guys. All kinds of big events going on.
Oh my God, the day is full of big events.
There we go. I'm not even going to fight it for him because I think so much of Chris. There you go. I'm going to put on the bloody hat. There you go. Alrighty, guys. BNO's birthday today, guys. He's had a hell of a year with some really great ups and some really great downs. But we're going to celebrate right now, guys, for him. Oh, my God, she's still coming out with stuff. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. BNO. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday. All the best to you. Wishing you nothing but the greatest things for this year. His channel's on fire, guys.
Yes.
And he's been busy and all that good stuff. Great to see you in here, my friend. Hope you have a fantastic day.
Happy
BNO,
birthday.
guys. Check him out, guys. BNO. Make sure to check him out. Grampy's Workshop. How are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing great.
Short Story Universe is here as well. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Queen Helen Casey live. Hello. I didn't see the rest of your message. You can repost it. But we'll definitely be talking about COPPA once we get to the 2K. Hopefully you guys like everything paranormal. Check it out. Chills TV. Paranormal experiences, everything and anything. I am a lot into paranormal experiences. Fat Crack is here. Hello, how are you? Storage Scavenger here as well. SM4KE says happy birthday to BNO. Happy birthday.
Guys, let's do one last quick push for Chills TV. Oh, less than 10 away, guys. Less than 10 away. There's the link. Everybody that doesn't have Chills TV, grab him up so he can hit his 2K. He's been working hard, guys. And then we want to get into the chat, guys. BNO, you have nothing to thank us for. buddy. Thank you for everything. You're a hell of a YouTuber. Great guy. Nothing but my pleasure. The C Squad, how are you? Great to see you.
And Ange's birthday is tomorrow. Come on in tomorrow. We're going to be here at the same time, same place, and we're going to sing you a song.
That's right.
Oh, it's a celebration month on this channel, guys. Yes. Wink, wink. Thursday. Wink, wink. Thursday.
Beauty and Miss D, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you in the house. Hope you're doing fantastic. Storage Scavenger, how are you? Great to see you. Everybody check if you have Chills TV. If you think you have them already, just double check. It only takes a second. See if you do. Guys, we want to get that chat going, but we're trying to help him out. He's been working really hard, and he's
five away for Chills TV.
5 more people, guys, to get the conversation going. Grab up Chills TV, guys. Link in the chat. Let's do it, guys. Let's get in that 2K so we can celebrate with them, and then we're getting right into it, folks. We're getting right into it. I am out.
Bastos Boys,
hey.
Hello, how are you? Flipping.
There you go. There you go. Way to go, guys. There you go. Fantastic. Fantastic. Nice stuff. Good stuff. Very happy stuff. Guys, flood the chat with emojis for Chills TV. Celebration time, guys. 2K is a hell of a journey. And cheers to you. And onwards and upwards to bigger and better things. You're up to rumor about live chats and going away? F3W is your other account? Okay.
Rumors are always rumors. We're going to talk about the changes today, and part of it is COPPA. The other part is rumors.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's
but definitely talk about tomorrow just in a couple of minutes. Once we switch to this upbeat
Journey's Diary, how are you? Welcome.
Upbeat music to unfortunate thing that is happening on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
I know.
Oh my God almighty. Philip Cockram as well, guys, in the house. Another channel, been with us from the very, very beginning, guys. If you haven't checked out Philip, please do. Really great guy. You're welcome, Chills TV. Congratulations to you. This is not us. This is your moment. You did it. You own it. That's an entire series, not one show. Rumors, exactly. Drunkings and Darwin, and then some. You can make a whole channel just uncovering the rumors almost at this point.
Yeah, definitely. If you hear anything, it's good that you ask questions. We love that, and also triple check through the original sources and not through the grapevine, because that oftentimes is not correct.
We don't do shoutouts for requests, unfortunately. Sorry about that. You can play the game when it's wheel night and stuff like that. Everybody has an open chance to. Lip Sync Jedi, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're having a great night. It's a pleasure to have you here. It's a pleasure to have you all here, guys. We're just a couple away from 100 in the chat, guys. So let's let them know what's going on. Hit that like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. You're very welcome, Chills. You're very welcome, and much love right back at you. You did it. You got 2K. You did it.
There you go. Toiron is here, and you're right on time. We are just about to jump into COPPA, the first channel that we got to know about the direct effects from yesterday. Got hit by COPPA by YouTube. That's how we'll call it. He says, hey, it got me COPPA yesterday. I messed up big time, so I don't know what to do. I cannot do anything right now. Won't let me change the settings ATM. And we're going to address that. It is very unfortunate. Thank you for letting us know. And jump into it just in a couple of moments, so stick around. It is something that is going to change YouTube and probably your channel as well.
Oh, the name is Smoke. Okay, thank you very, very much. Then.
Oh, there you go, Smoke. I'm so bad at that.
Well, you got to realize from our point, we get so many channels in here, and some use the craziest variations you've ever seen. Our common sense now has gone completely out the window. We're just like decoders.
I don't think we ever had common sense.
True enough. Okay,
yeah.
Fair assessment. Fair. Alrighty, guys. With that said, folks, I guess it's time to get into it. You want to do your introduction first, and then we'll get into it?
I just wanted to mention you guys that we...
Cooking with Corey. Thank you so much.
Before we jump into the serious stuff. Super sticker, super chat, Cooking with Corey. Thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we guys are going to jump into everything about COPPA and Well, if you do have questions, I'm going to try to catch them. We're going to answer them at the end because there's a huge discussion. Obviously, you guys have questions. We have questions, so we're going to talk about that a lot as well. We're going to try to summarize quickly what we have already talked. We have a whole playlist of things that we talked about COPPA starting September. We first started to hoot the horn about apocalypse in September, when almost nobody was talking about it at all. And in fact, some of the bigger YouTubers were dismissing it as something that is not going to bring changes to YouTube whatsoever, and is going to bring only the change to the channels that are directly made for kids. Well, our intuition worked well. Unfortunately, 5-6 videos later, as you can see in our playlist, there are big changes. We have talked about it over and over again, answered your questions in detail, and now we're back to it. Why? Because it is finally in place. If you missed your email, if you haven't seen your dashboard yet today and you haven't been on social media, yes, starting January 6th, that is yesterday, YouTube community guidelines on content about made for kids are finally into effect. And you are going to start, if not already, seeing the effects of it straight away. We're going to talk about what effects and what you can do before and after that during this presentation.
Alrighty, guys, here we go, folks. We have our COPPA walkthrough. We'll do this just more of a fast walkthrough just to bring everybody up to speed, and then we'll get into more of the current.
Yes, definitely, because I know there are no new channels that have joined it as well. They might have not seen our videos before. If you haven't seen our playlist, it's listed down below in the description, so definitely catch up on that if you need any details on that.
Yep, there's a whole list, guys. I think it's second from the top, or so there you go.
It's also in the description as well, so if you just click there, you're going to be able to click on it and see everything. Okay, well, COPPA, so what it is and what it is, what it is not, and we right away want to specify for you guys that it is not about FTC. It is about YouTube. We gotta divide it how we talk about it. One thing that yes, it is based on the FTC provided COPPA ruling that actually got into effect already by January 1st this year. But even if you do comply with what you read in a COPPA ruling, which is also linked down below, you can still be against YouTube rules. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. We're talking about YouTube rules, YouTube guidelines, and possibility of you getting some changes on your channel, and possible even a strike or a removal of the whole channel altogether.
Because I just want to add something quickly. Why we've gotten a lot of questions about that. And, oh, well, I seen in COPPA you can do this, but you can't. Here's the difference. YouTube has to follow the guidelines. That the guidelines are set there, but YouTube is allowed to take it much further than the guidelines that they still choose to. And that's why it's important to differentiate between the two, because that's been coming up a lot. We get a lot of questions in here, so just wanted to put that in layman's terms.
That's right. So if you don't know yet, and I hope you do, but if you don't know, just a reminder that everyone, even if you don't have anything connected to kids on your channel whatsoever, even if you're not monetized, even if you just started YouTube, it doesn't matter. If you do have a channel, and no matter where in the whole globe you are, United States or not, you have to set future and existing videos as made for kids or not. Even creators who don't make content for kids need to set their audience, and you got to remember that it is only accessible through your YouTube Studio beta, which by now should be alpha for everybody. But if it is still not, please, if you can't find your options, your settings, that's where it is. You can only access it through YouTube Studio beta. Now you have to change it into the channel level, which is the easiest way to do if you don't have any content for kids and you are super confident that your channel is not made for kids. You set your audience level on channel, and we showed the video before on how to do that, so you can go back to one of our videos, and it is time-stamped where exactly you can see how to change the settings on your channel altogether. Now You can also do it on video level, and this is a thing when you do have your channel as not made for kids, but you do have some of the videos that might fall under made for kids category. You go over directly to the video itself and change the setting there to the exact video. We also have a video on that, and it's also time-stamped in the playlist, so please go and check that out. If you don't know how to do that, you can also do check TubeBuddy's free tool, which actually is going to help you to detect if you do have any content that are made for kids. Now, I would cautiously advise you not to rely on other people saying that it is made or not made for kids, analyzing your videos as well as TubeBuddy. It is only suggestion. It is you who is responsible to mark it as made for kids or not.
That's right, guys, and that's where the penalties can come in as well. Don't leave it to anybody else. First, think of your main videos you think that might have crossed into it. Go back and take care of them, and then start grazing through stuff. Try your best to get as much of it yourself. It's a lot better you catch it than once they deal with it, because you never know how it's going to play out once they do get their hands onto it. So.
That's right. So when your video audience is set as made for kids, you lose these following features on the particular video level. So even if you do have one video that is marked as made for kids, you lose these features only for that video, not for the whole channel, only for that video. So what you do lose is personal advertising. That means that most likely the revenue, if you're monetized for that video, is going to drop 60 to 90%. Because it's not going to be personalized advertisement anymore. Your comment section is going to be disabled automatically. You're not going to be able to use channel branding watermark as well as donation buttons. Your information cards and end screens are not going to be available to be added to these videos. Live chat and live chat donations are going to be disabled. And this is the part that Queen was asking about live chats being disabled. If your video is marked as made for kids or your channel is made for kids, you're not going to be able to have live chat and live chat donations. Playback in the minute player is going to be affected as well. So if you want to add the videos of such kind into, as a viewer, to watch later into the new queue, you're not going to be able to do that either. Super chat and super stickers disabled. Merchandise shelf not available for that particular video, as well as autoplay on home. You won't be able to add those videos into the playlist, neither as a video creator or as a viewer. And most mainly, you are not going to have notifications available for that particular video. That means that that video is not going to be suggested to other people. Now, that all plus few other things are also disabled if you do mark the whole channel as made for kids. You lose everything that we just mentioned. Plus, you lose ability to have stories as well as community tab on the channel page. So you won't be able to communicate with your viewers either. Once again, we do have detailed explanation of all of that in one of our videos in the playlist, so go check it out if you missed that. So what is made for kids? We're going to quickly go over that. We'll also did a dedicated video on that. There's lots of surprises on what exactly is made for kids. And there are even more surprises today when finally YouTube reveals what exactly they do mark for kids and not. So first of all, of course, very obvious, if your content is made for kids, you mark it as for kids, but it is not as obvious as you would think. It is not only subject matter, it's also what your audience is, not only as primary focus, but as a secondary focus as well. So let's see what exactly we can think about within our videos as content that can be targeted by YouTube and marked as as made for kids if you have it in your video or in your channel. So first of all, you're going to think about the language that you speak with or in on your channel. So anything that you would think that kid-friendly, simple language can be targeted. Now, it's only one reason. If that's the only way you can describe your content, obviously it's not going to be marked as made for kids, but the sum of lots of these things that we're going to mention are going to be deeming your video or the channel as made for kids. So don't just pick out one thing out of the context is the whole sum of different things. Now also, it is very important if it is visually appealing to children, and this is very important and is starting today. Animated characters, bold colors, colorful, happy colors. That is also included in this listing as made for kids. Use of host characters, for example, any superheroes, comic books heroes, animations, anything that can be drawn, animated, graphically made, and is not a real person, can potentially be made for kids. And as you're going to hear later on, even the stuff that you would think is not made for kids, it's still apparently marked for kids. So that's something to think about. Now, there's also the age of the people that are participating in your video. So, for example, if you have the kids in the video, and lots of the questions were, well, I do have my own kid in the video, do I have to mark it as made for kids? Well, it depends. It depends how much of it is there, how much it is focused on the kids. Obviously, if it is a channel where a kid is reviewing toys, that is going to be made for kids. If the kid is telling stories, that's going to be made for kids. Now, if it is a vlog, is it about the child or the family? If it is about the family, it is not made for kids. If it is about the child, it is made for kids. So you got to really look into that and see the difference within your own content. Also, of course, audio content appealing to children, any popular songs, nursery rhymes, popular songs, popular music, sound effects, that's interesting, anything that could be appealing to kids, again, bright, happy, appealing to kids can also be made for kids. Of course, interactivity, and that's part of the content that falls within gaming community as well. Whether your channel has any child-oriented activities. For example, if it is an educational channel, no matter if it is help with this homework or if it is help with bullying at school, let's say, or if it offers any kind of like advice, life advice for kids or teenagers, that also falls under made for kids. Any electronic games, any games in general can fall under it. And there I want to tell you guys that don't rely, and specifically YouTube and FTC actually have said, don't rely on the rating of the games. Even if the game is officially rated as not made for kids, it can still be marked as made for kids because obviously kids play different games. For example, Minecraft, Roblox can be both played by adults and kids, and can be marked as made for kids depending what type of game you're playing, what exactly you're focusing on. So don't rely on the rating. It has nothing to do with FTC, COPPA, or especially with YouTube. That is completely untrue. That has been going around like a rumor as well. I'm just going to see the ratings, the same as with movies or animations. No, it has nothing to do with it. Don't rely on it. Also, of course, and this is the one that gives the most questions, if your channel or your videos are not only made for kids directly, but can be secondary made for kids, meaning if your content is made for teenagers, maybe there is frozen makeup you're reviewing, which might be more appealing to teenagers, but that means it's also might be appealing to kids. So that might be marked as made for kids. So it's not, we say, well, I don't have any content that made for kids, but really think it's not only made for kids under 12, it's also if any content is there that might be interesting for teenagers, because if it is, that means that your secondary audience might be kids, and that might mean that your content might fall under this new guidelines.
Yes, guys, I will address it too. I see call comments. Yes, it's most likely somebody was playing with their numbers for a minute, but nonetheless, we're having a good time. We're having a good conversation here. So onwards and upwards, we just let YouTube know as we usually do.
Now, in reality, and this is where we go to what is happening now, or starting yesterday, YouTube has confirmed prior that the content and channels made for kids are automatically identified by artificial intelligence, AI machine learning, and that means that it brings the chaos to the world of YouTube, which you already have been able to see all across social media today and YouTube as well. If you look at your suggested videos, you're going to see a lot of channels are not there. My son today said, oh my God, there's nothing to watch. Why? Because lots of creators are not suggested anymore because they have been falsely marked as made for kids. Yeah. And so far, we have seen a lot of different channels marked. For example, and thank you so much for letting us know, of course, Funko Pop Toys, if you do have a channel about that, is going to be marked as made for kids. Any collections, hobbies are going to be marked as made for kids. Comic books, animations, if you are a graphic artist, if you are animator, if you're drawing things, it most likely is going to be marked as made for kids. Anime, yes, you might think it's not made for kids, but it is animation, and AI doesn't understand it. All it sees is illustration, and it marks it as made for kids. Various music, pop music, is being marked as made for kids. AI currently, as reported, specifically filters out title, thumbnails, and first few seconds of the video, even if the actual content is not made for kids. So basically the same way as the cursing goes,
yeah, I was just gonna say.
That's exactly the way it looks now. And that's only the first the first batch of channels that are getting filtered out. As more AI is going to go through channels, the more it's going to learn. But nevertheless, we're still falling under it. So if you know that your channel is not made for kids, if you know that your video is not made for kids, I would suggest go over your titles, your thumbnails, and even the beginning of your video and change, edit. You can actually edit out the beginning of the video if you think that there is something that might be child related. Change it now. You can still do it because AI might mark it as made for kids. There are reports now of things that look like made for kids. For example, My Little Pony, that is obviously well known, made for kids, but a lot of adults are using it for other things and some pretty violent things, but they are marked as made for kids. There's a lot of things out there that are being marked only because there looks like child-friendly thumbnail. There is something in the title that is bright, happy, and child-related, and is something that you talk about at the very few first seconds of the video that might be marked as child-related. Remember, it's a machine, it's not a person doing it. Now, question. Is it like how what you can do it? Is it the end? And is it the end for your channel? And this is what we're going to talk about. In the chat, we want to know if you have been affected. Toyron is in the chat talking about effects of his channel, and we want to know if it has affected you, if you think it's going to affect you. If you haven't had your channel marked yet, don't think you're safe yet. Machine is learning, it takes time.
I want to address that one right off the bat. Hey Jenny, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to all you guys that have been coming in. Thank you so much. If you guys can hit the like button, it really does help out immensely. Just like everything else that's done on YouTube, it's the same thing when a computer's involved. And Cardoso Media brought a good point. You've seen some bigger channels today, kids oriented, they're still on. And oh my God, now I was trying to make a mental note of them because I had nowhere to write it. But nonetheless, that's going to happen every time. How many times have we talked about copyright and someone will come in and say, oh, my cousins had up a video with whoever playing for years and never got caught and that. It takes time, but remember, this one's going to be probably a lot more aggressive than the last ones were, but it's still falling under the AI. It is not foolproof. As Xenia just said, examples like anime and stuff like that. It cannot tell. It is so black and white in this point. and it's going to miss a lot, and it's going to take a lot down that should have went down. But they're going to refine it more and more. And if you miss this one, it's still in your best interest, because in the end, stated by YouTube, it is your responsibility to take care of it. Best friend, your thread asked, will they automatically switch it? They can, but there can also be consequences with it. It's not, I know some people say, oh, everybody's making too much of COPPA, and that we're not here once again doing like the big grandstanding, like we're all going to be finished on here. No. But we all got to be smart, because for the first time, there's a monetary value attached to this. It's a possibility. Will everybody get it? No. Will everybody get 42,000? No. But there is a chance. That's never happened before on here. This is accountability, and it's not to be taken lightly. That's the thing about it. It's not to be scared and never want to be on YouTube again. I also seen somebody a while ago mentioning about marking, well, I'm okay because I marked it as adult. Remember, if you mark it for 18 and over your videos, you're shadow banned. For lack of a better term, you're shadow banned. You will not be recommended. You'll not have any of the of putting up a video here. You'll be lucky if a tiny, minuscule fraction of your followers ever see what you made. It just falls into the abyss. YouTube is not helping to promote it whatsoever, so that's not a way to get out of it. The way to get out of it is just to follow their guidelines, go through whatever videos are crossing it. Which ones exactly, when it gets down to fine-tooth comb, it's going to be hard. And especially right now, until we all get a feel for how far it goes, there's some channels going to do it accidentally, and that's usually the ones who pay the most, unfortunately. If a video is changed by the AI, do you think we'll get some sort of notification?
Well, if you don't get notification, it's a good thing, because that means that you don't get a strike.
Exactly.
It will change it automatically, and if it does only as a change, that's good. You're going to be able to see it. If you go and look for it, it doesn't notify you right away. If it does change in the channel level, then you're going to have an email letting you know that lots of features have been disabled on your channel overall, not for separate video, unless you get a strike. Now, the question with the strikes are that YouTube haven't still come out with which ones it's gonna be striking or not, and how it's gonna work. It has been said that it is falling under community guidelines. That means that any strikes issued are gonna be falling under the same points as content guideline strikes, with the first warning and first, second, third strike and deletion of the channel. Now, it not always does it. I have seen a couple reports already over on social media where people have received the strikes for falsely claiming the video as not being made for kids when it actually is. So it's still ongoing. We don't know. We will have to see. Unfortunately, the first ones falling are going to be the examples for everybody else. And that leads to the question of what you should do or what you can do if it gets marked differently or wrongly. If you do get a strike, of course, you can appeal it. And that's the easier way, because you can directly appeal it. In the appeal section, remember, it only has limited amount of characters for community guidelines. It literally allows you to say it in one sentence why they should change their mind, okay? And even if then they come back right away and says, well, manually reviewed, it still stays as it is, I would still suggest contact YouTube separately, because not always when they claim it's manually reviewed, it actually is. If you don't get a strike, you don't really have many options. One of the options that YouTube suggests is to click that feedback button that you can see on the bottom left side of your screen. So go on the video where it is marked by AI, scroll down till you see that feedback. Well, that option allows you to take a screenshot and comment what is wrong. So take a screenshot and comment why it is wrongly marked and why do you think it is wrong, and send it and hope it gets resolved. If you are monetized, contact your YouTube support through email, through chat. Your chat is available 24/7 if you are monetized, and this is one of the ways that we were talking about a long time before, that it's not the money, it's the protection from YouTube that actually kicks in when you are monetized. You can talk with your rep, you can contact YouTube not only through email but also through 24/7 chat. Actual person, not a bot, but actual person helping you. So if you are monetized, you have a little bit more hopes that it might be changed, even if AI has marked it wrong. If you're not monetized, well, you just have to try it. All I can say for now, almost it's better if you do have a strike if you're not monetized, because you do get a little bit more direct response from YouTube than if you don't. So, damn if you do and don't, damn if you don't.
Pretty much, in a nutshell.
Yeah. What about avatars? Well, you see, if there's only avatar that is in your logo, that's one thing, and it's taken out of context, so to say. But if your videos are about that, if you use a character as animation on your channel, we have lots of channels here right now that have been using that as part of their character in videos. You most likely will be marked by AI as made for kids, because AI doesn't understand the context. Not for now.
Intros, stuff like that, is a great one. Somebody has an animated chicken as their thing, as their brand, and they just do an animated logo at the beginning or something like that. All those things can trigger it for sure.
I feel for Toyron, because I got his message, and I was heartbroken too, because I realized how many amazing channels are going to be gone. Let's just forget it and get drunk. I know, and I feel for you. I do.
And there's one big lesson of this, guys. I'm going to say right now, this is not going to be very jolly, but it's going to be the truth. YouTube is more than happy to let a bunch of channels go. And I would sit here and I'll tell you you're important, because I believe you are important as a creator, from one creator to another. But we have to understand something. There's millions and millions and millions of channels, and all it means is YouTube gets less headaches. Creators are the headaches, not viewers. So it's not that you don't count. It's not that you don't matter. It's just the truth of the matter. That's why we have to decide how we want to be on here and want to play by their rules. Is it right? No. Is a large percentage of the channels that are going to be feeling the effects of this the ones that were causing the problems? No. A lot of them are going to be the mistaken channels, the ones that were doing things fair. All that said, YouTube just doesn't care. That's as simple as that, and it's not, like I say, once again, to hurt anybody's feelings, to make anybody feel bad. It is the state of where we're at in this platform. YouTube just doesn't want to end up on Forbes again. They don't want to get hit by the FTC. They could have dealt with this years ago. We wouldn't be sitting here tonight having this conversation. But here we are now. And a lot of people are saying, YouTube's going a bit more like Netflix, introducing the networks in more and more and more and not. You're right. They are. I don't like it. People crap on big YouTubers. I won't. They earned the right to be here, whether I like them or not. But I've always said the Jimmy Kimmels and the Will Smiths and all those guys, they're the ones who YouTube is really catering to now. So they're not losing a bunch of sleep if there's some saying, we should get together and boycott it and do this and that. YouTube's fine to watch a bunch of channels go at this point, because there's millions and millions and millions. It's just less headaches in their eyes. So we really got to be diligent about keeping our channel within guidelines on here, because there's not much room for error. And I think out of a lot of things that you can kind of fight on an appeal, I think this one is going to be most of the time near impossible, even if it's blatantly wrong. They're just going to let it go a lot of times. That's my prediction. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm too pessimistic about the whole thing, but I don't see them a lot, because this one here involved a $170 million fund. The FTC will be watching with eagle eyes, and they're just going to be playing it on the severely conservative side. So is YouTube changing from all this? It sure is. It sure is. And everybody remembering the golden days of 2007, 8? It's not 2007 and 8 anymore. It's 2020. It's a different YouTube, and that's as simple as it is. The same as a business that started off with a mom and pop shop, never really known each other, and now it's a corporation. It is where it is, and we're going to have to choose to work with it or not. Swamp Picker, welcome. Coffee Breaks with Bree, how are you? Great to see everybody here. Father versus son son one-on-one. There's a ton of channels, guys, I've been missing to say hi to. I'm sorry about that. It's great to have you all in here. Keep in mind, YouTube is a business. That's exactly right, Wood Pigeon. We're like in a mall, and the mall sets the rules, and the municipality sets the rules for the mall, and the provincial or state level sets it for the municipality. There's rules to follow, and we're just having to run with them if we choose to be on here. True North.
Pixel Pia was asking also about the channel art. You got to remember that YouTube knew about this coming up since the summer, really. It vaguely talked about that at the end of August on social media, and like I said, nobody really thought about it too seriously. Well, while it was knowing about these changes, it also was changing its terms, conditions, guidelines slowly to adjust to what is coming up today or yesterday. So when you talk and ask about, well, is my logo, is my banner, is my this is going to fall under it, you got to remember that in the fall they changed the community guidelines where all content means everything and anything on your channel. It used to be only videos and thumbnails that would get a community guideline strike, right? Now anything, description, tags, community post, comments, banners, anything and everything on your channel is content. So anything can be marked as such. Now, if we think logically, it's pretty hard to mark a logo separately without a context, but you can report a video, you can report a description, AI can see it, a description itself, community post that is not friendly for kids. All of that can be marked by AI and by people too.
Yep.
So all of your channel is content, not just video and thumbnail.
Premier Hell was just asking because he had changed his logo. I remember we had talked about the cat back when this was going on. You know, that's the tricky thing with it. You know, like look at like your daughter on the homepage. These things are all now baited hooks that it could be hit. It really is. I really find yours as a toss-up. It might not.
Again,
but
it's AI.
It's asking for it, exactly.
Yeah.
But from the AI's point of view, and that's like we'll call it devil's advocate for lack of a better term, you know, it's going to go and say it goes and does like a spot check in your channel. Cat avatar, child, daughter plays creepy glitchy into it, cat, and then if you have anything else besides it, I could see the algorithm possibly going for it. I could. Not saying you're in the wrong, like that you're doing anything wrong or you deserve it or anything like that. But that's the stuff that's going to be really hard now to really important that we check over and make a choice on too. And you definitely want to catch it before the algorithm does, because then it's up in the air. And you know, some people say like, you know, oh, if I get a strike, then I'll deal with it. Well, I can't see them flipping back too much. I don't think they're going to do much manual review at all. That's what I meant a while ago. Even if they claim they do, I think that's just going to pretty much be for the most part, unless it's a really big channel and there's a huge screw up. They're going to kind of just wash their hands of it. That's my opinion. I might be wrong, but their past experiences with doing these mass premieres of new rules and that have not come out best in the best of times. And this one here, I think they're going to be way more conservative about it than they've ever been. Vermal, how are you? Good to see you. Peace, bro. How are you?
David Bilge Long says it is weird all this going on. At the end of the day, the kids will just use their parents' accounts and still see 18 or older videos anyway. I agree, and actually it was an interesting experience over this weekend because our daughter, who's 9, have been obviously using her brother's account, our account, you know, every so often, everything and everywhere, and we don't want her to use our account because obviously it's going to start suggesting us to the kids' channels, and we don't want that. So decided to, well, let's sign her up to YouTube Kids, right? It's not as easy as you think it is. Oh my God, I'm still not signed up for it. I tried, I don't know how many times. If you do download the app on the phone, or in this instant it was on a tablet, it literally stalls all the time. It requests things that I can't click on. I try to uninstall it, install it back. It just doesn't work. And then it doesn't even tell you that it sends notification to your email. You have to go there and verify it and then hope that they're going to allow you to, like, I'm still not in it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And as a parent, like, how many times am I going to try? I'm just going to let you use the normal account, right? That's just easier, because we also talked about statistics. Like 89% of parents don't really care if kids get served personalized advertising. Like if they would care, they wouldn't let them use their accounts. But unfortunately, it's just easier, you know. They haven't been taking care of YouTube Kids, and therefore it's not as popular. Most of the kids are using regular YouTube.
Brent Ariel, I see your question. Okay, I'm going to bring out, I don't, you see the problem is even now still, I'm not sure if it's a great example, but I'm just going to try and put this as an example that I feel is the way I've been understanding this. I'm a chicken farmer. You remember this one? A chicken farmer. I do a 10-minute video. The first one, I talk about raising chickens. I talk about the farm out there. I say we had 220,000 eggs. This year we're hoping for 320,000. We built 3 new barns. It's a tractor purchase, blah, 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 blah. Is that for kids? No. Now, I'm doing the same spiel every time through all these examples. Same thing. We got 200,000, 20,000. We're going to 320,000, da, da, da. There's the barns. My kids walk through halfway through. Hey, Dad, how are you? And they keep going. Is that geared towards kids? No. But keep the same conversation, but the kids stay there for the whole 10 minutes. Or, well, I'll use it for the full 10 minutes at first. Kids are attracted to other kids. They're more drawn to watch stuff that has other children into it. Does that fall into children's programming, even though he's still talking about the statistics, still showing the barns and everything else? Most likely, yes. Then comes the argument, how long do the kids have to be there? Say they're there 3 minutes out of the 10 minutes. Are they there 3 times but only for a minute apiece? Do they walk back and forth 30 times during the video? It has to be looked at. It's not great. As you see, it's not black or white. It's what point does it cross over that it's actually going to be seen that way. And that's the problem with it. That's what you have to be careful with. That's why you have to be diligent and err on the cautious side. Because it's not just everything is animated, meaning it's for kids, or everything is a puppet doing this. It's literally what elements in your videos or your channel are could draw children in. So you're going to have to really dissect a lot of what you do. It is a lot to do. It's a lot of pressure onto it because you're going to have to be looking at it now almost like they have censors on most TV shows. And Seinfeld, great example. You know, they'll sit down and say, I want to say this. So often the censors, the board is sitting there. They go back and forth working out what they can say and what they can't. Well, you've just become your own censor. And the hard part is, even for them, it's not black or white, but they have a lot more rules, and at least you cannot say this word under any circumstance. You can't do this, do that. Here, it is going to be working very gray. So my advice is for you to be very, very, very conservative with your channel until the time comes that it becomes a little bit more clear as what counts as child content and what doesn't. But also remember, you will never, ever get a 100% answer. It is always going to have some gray, the same as with foul language, with using copyright, all those materials together. So.
And we have a raid for Marlon
nice.
Music raid.
Cool.
Marlon Music, thank you so much, Marlon Music channel. And welcome everybody from Marlon Music. Thank you so much. Actually, I visited your channel today, listened to some piano.
Thank you so very much for coming, all of you guys. Oskilo Vlogs, I hope I'm pronouncing them properly. Share with Love, welcome. Who else do we got from the raid here, guys? Highlight our name when you tell us so I don't miss you guys. I'm looking around here. There's some more, and now I can't see. God Loves Me, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see anybody else I missed. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Marlon Music. That was really kind of you.
And yesterday we had a channel that joined us as well. Unfortunately, I don't recall the name right away. That actually referred to you as a shout out to us that led them to our channel. So thank you so much for doing that.
That's really kind. We do appreciate that. The Skull Gamer, that Skull Gamer? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing fantastic.
We just covered the summary of COPPA, and if you haven't known anything about it just yet, you can always go to our playlist, which is in the description. We discover now how it will affect you. Now, I want to talk about something that not a lot of people are talking about. I've seen some of the comments in the chat saying, well, my content is not for kids. I'm not going to be affected. Guess what? There are tons of the channels now that are not going to be suggested. There are tons of channels now that you were suggested because your viewers were watching those channels, right? Because that's how algorithm works. Now, how are those videos going to be leading to your channel now? They won't. That's right. The channels that are going to be marked as made for kids are not going to be influencing only those channels, but also us, especially, and that's why I just mentioned about our daughter watching SpongeBob on our channel. If your suggested video sources are channels that are made for kids, because you're going to be losing them. And that's exactly going to be influencing the way your views are, the way you get your subscribers, the way your exposure is on YouTube, the way everything works on your YouTube within YouTube. So it's not going to affect only those channels. It's going to affect everyone on YouTube, because obviously we are all connected in some way with algorithm. It is a butterfly effect, and we're going to feel it, all of us. So even if you don't think, well, I'm safe, you're going to see the changes on your channel. And the more channels that are going to be marked, the more changes we're going to all see. It's going to snowball. You want to call it snowball effect, or butterfly effect, whatever you want to call it. It is going to change a lot because it is all connected. We got to remember that.
Sorry, I'm just saying hi to everybody coming in here and that, catching up with everybody.
Did we move?
Yeah, I just answered. I have noticed a big difference, Premier Health says.
Yeah, and algorithm has been changing already in the last 2 months or so, and we have to mention that a couple of times. If you pay attention to analytics, you can actually see when they are making changes on algorithm. You have also probably noticed that a ton more older videos, although that has been already happening, but especially now, videos from 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago, all of a sudden are appearing in the feed. That definitely marks a change into the algorithm because they need more videos that are tied up to the new ones so they can suggest each other, right? The same with advertising. That is going to be changing. The only positive thing I hope for those of you that are not made for kids and are monetized, that I hope that somehow advertising rates are going to be changing as well, because there are just going to be less channels to monetize. As unfortunate as it is, look at the bright side for those that it doesn't affect directly. But there are changes coming. So if you think you're safe, you think, well, I'm fine, I'll forget about it. There's going to be more and more live streams like that. We're going to be talking about the changes and what we see on our channel and other channels as well.
Definitely. We're going to be watching and listening to you all you guys as well. So please keep us updated on anything you notice, anything happening with your channel. Oh, sorry, I thought I missed somebody in here. It's great to have you all, guys. We missed anybody. Thank you so much for coming. Any last questions on COPPA? And then we'll take your other questions on YouTube. So if you guys have any other ones you want to ask, feel free. The floor is yours. And if anything else about YouTube, anything to do with YouTube, from photography, video shooting, inspiration on writer's block, whatever you choose, just let us know in the chat here. Just make sure to highlight our names so we don't miss it.
Also, I wanted to add, as we are wrapping up the COPPA Focus, and you have your last questions about that, and we'll jump, as Andrew said, into Tuesday Tech Talk questions. This is a time to remind your viewers, more than any other time, to subscribe to your channel. And even especially if you have fallen under these new guidelines, but even in general, because there's going to be less suggested videos from people, and especially if you're marked already, the only way how people are going to be able to find you is by going to your channel. So definitely urge your people to subscribe and visit your channel. That definitely is important, super important, more now than ever. And I know viewers lots of times don't understand the importance. They just watch. They don't subscribe. They don't understand why there's one number more or less is so important. So just remind and educate your viewers. Tell them why. Make a video about it. That's okay, especially if it is something that has influenced the whole entirety of your channel. Okay, well, there you go.
If you type questions at the beginning, guys, I do apologize. I'm not as fast as Xenia. So if you have them, just retype them again. If you could, please, we'll definitely get to them.
I do have a couple of them here. So while you guys are thinking, we can definitely.
Safer vids. Oh, I think we have one here with COPPA.
Yep.
Crazy Cajun, does this all count? Say for vids watched from other channels concerning the COPPA thing, or just what we as channels would create?
Sorry, I don't understand really.
I do apologize. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Does this all count? Say for vids watched from other channels concerning the COPPA thing, or just that you can get in trouble for it? Yes, sorry, I do apologize. It's our just a little confused. We'll take another question.
Yeah, if you can just reword it, because I have trouble understanding. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, EMS in Taiwan says, if we post a video for kids, it's useless because no ads, comments turned on. Yes, and not only that, it's not going to be suggested because you don't have any notifications for that video, and it's not going to be in suggested feed on the homepage either. So you have to basically take in your own hands the promoting of your content. If that's what happens, you have to put it out there outside of YouTube, because within it, nothing much is going to be happening with it. Exploration, never be sorry. Never be sorry. That camera is misfocusing again. My goodness.
It's going on our mics.
Oh.
That's what's happening. Yeah, that's why I was trying to keep mine down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so we are going to get into the questions that you guys had at the beginning of the show, but if you still have any other questions, as well as with COPPA, just put them in the chat. We'll try to catch them. Just Bear Stuff asked at the beginning of the show, I'm struggling to reach 200 subscribers as an animation channel. I try to upload regularly, but they hardly get views. How can I help this?
I feel so bad answering that question right now for your channel. I mean, I couldn't be unfortunately, your timing couldn't be worse to try and grow it with everything going on. Because once again, we're well aware, like we're not, I want to state this for the record, we're not calling any channel kid stuff or anything like that. We understand there's lots of stuff like Funko Pops, animation, etc., 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 trains, all these things that adults are into, and rightfully so, and pay a lot of money for these things. It's anything but kid stuff. It's just unfortunately an algorithm that doesn't understand it that way and just sees that, has keywords running with it, it builds up from to begin with. But it's a hard time for anybody in animation and stuff like that for the next bit at least. It's going to be really tough. It's already hard for everybody on YouTube. There's tons of new channels coming in all the time. Take, just as a side note, look at kids content. 6 months ago, we'd be saying, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, man, you're in the killer spot. If you got something great, the sky's the limit. Now today, it's a hex on you. That's how quickly things change on here. It's one of the most highly competitive fields, but if you had something special, you could make a ton of money doing it. You really could. Now all of a sudden, it's almost worthless. It's like buying Bitcoin, and then tomorrow, everybody's buying. This is the big thing. This is where to go. And then, poof, the market just fell out of it, for lack of a better term. Familia Destrada, welcome.
Hey, Ralph Stracking is here as well. Hello, how are you doing today? Exactly that. People used to mark their content as family friendly just to get higher ad rates, and that, for some time it used to work. But now, if you have that, get rid of that, because that is going to definitely deem it as made for kids.
Look at us with family friendly. We were flying high on that. We really were hitting top dollar in family friendly content.
Yep.
We had to change directions because we've seen what was coming.
Exactly. No, I wanted to address, though, the general question about that, which basically asked how to increase the views. I just wanted to let you know, if you're a smaller YouTuber, and now we all are small compared to all those millions of subscribers, people up on 1 percentile up top get there. But if you are under 1,000, first of all, the views that you get are approximate. They are not the exact reflection of your views. They are only approximate estimation of the views that YouTube thinks you are getting. So if you're getting like under 100 views, if you lose a view here and there, it is not exact your reflection. Second of all,
go ahead.
If your views are around 10% of your subscriber count, and that is okay. So if you have 200 subscribers and you get 20 views, that's actually is pretty good. Yeah. And most likely you probably get even more than that. But that's okay. That's what you should be aiming at, is around 10%. So once you look at that way, it doesn't look as bad, doesn't it? Now, the third thing, and again, it is very important for anybody, share your content out. Join social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, Discord, wherever you are and whatever is specific for your niche. and share it out. Help yourself. You know, no matter what kind of channel you are.
Definitely. Very good advice. Spot on. Spot on.
Well, thank you.
Pixel Pia says, don't know if you saw my question. If you edit a libv system after it's uploaded by YouTube, example, take out the intro, will this chat disappear from the rerun?
Yes.
Any modification to it whatsoever?
Yeah, you can edit it, and especially, for example, now you can, speaking about other subject, you can edit out the copyrighted claims, for example, and then they fall away from you. They fall out. But you lose the chat if you do that for the live streams, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
And Tasha says, do I need to make it kids friendly? I do Walking Dead comic book reviews, and it's not made for kids. It's all about how the algorithm sees it. No, at first glance, your topic is not for kids. But you got to remember the word comic book is there. And once again, no misjudging, no judging, or anything. It's just the way the algorithm will see it. And for now, it's probably going to be a better chance of getting it than not.
Yeah, you got to remember that we got to think like machine right now, because it is a first batch, so first wave of filtering out, and it is going to learn as much as it goes. So what it means that AI have been given certain set of parameters to look in the content and the channel. Okay, we don't know that, but I'm just guessing. You know, it probably sees the proportion of the content. It probably sees, if it is the most, for example, emojis was questioned about thumbnail from Creator Spotlight. Well, emojis on themselves are not like per se made for kids, but if you have only them in your thumbnail, well, most likely AI is going to see it that way, right? Because it is only that content. The same as if it covers most of the space for the thumbnail. It also more likely has the parameter that it is going to do a check mark. Well, this is made for kids. Well, the same with everything else. It has parameters, has words, it has content type, it has visual things that it should be looking for in order to mark it as made for kids without context. And that's how we should think right now. In a year, most likely it's going to know better. It's going to know context, but not now. Not now. It's very direct, black and white, and not seeing, understanding why.
Have a good night, Quebec Home Center. Hope the animals are doing well. Hey, Johnny Pockney, how are you? Great to see you. Roger's in here. Canadian Drone Hub, how are you, buddy? Great to see you. Storage Scavenger, iVideo storage unit cleanouts. Do I need to edit out all the toys and comics, or just keep them out of the thumbnail in first few minutes?
For now, I would think it would be safe to keep them out.
But one thing, sorry, can I just answer? Remember I was talking about the chicken farmer? Mm-hmm. That's what I worry about that. If it's a locker where it's a toy fest, somebody who is a collector, and your video is 10 minutes of just nothing but toys upon toys upon toys, I would be worried about it right now.
I would be worried too. And you can privatize your videos for now, not delete them. And don't delete your content. Private videos don't get marked, by the way, either by YouTube or FTC. They can't see them. So you can privatize them, not unlist. Unlist can be still accessible, so privatize them. Don't delete them, and then maybe, after YouTube has a little bit more clarification, you can bring the ones that are under question back. But if you are 100% sure that your content is not made for kids, but you have a comic book in the first 10 seconds of your video, well, I would edit it out, or your thumbnail is, I don't know, animation, and nothing else in the video is about that. Well, I would probably change it. Things like that. If you're 100% sure about the rest of your content. If you're questioning, what Andrew was saying.
If you got a locker or a storage locker and you find two things, and you're like, we got this chair, we got the stereo, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, cool. Winnie the Pooh collectibles. Very nice. Clunk and back into it.
Yeah, just don't put them in the thumbnail.
Yeah, exactly. You're not focusing onto it. That's what you got to think of. Just look at it earnestly and say, do I have enough kid stuff in here that if a kid walked by, they might be curious to sit down and watch it more? And this is a side note, don't think of kids like 2020 kids, because the way the COPPA is, you got to think back a little bit further.
1996.
Yeah, 1996. That's right. They're just going after. Was it Jim said? Funny they don't have a cowman in the list.
Oh yes, exactly. And Put King is asking, what if your video is all cartoon? Well, most likely it's going to be marked by AI as made for kids, which we have seen already today. very violent animations have been marked as made for kids today.
Yep.
Yeah, just because AI doesn't understand it. It sees animation, it has been given a parameter, all animations are made for kids. And that's what it does till it learns. Because that's just how it works, unfortunately.
When you privatize a video, do you keep the watch hours for the video?
No.
Well, it's gone. It is. Goodbye. Yep.
But you can you can republicize it afterwards, right? So
Yep.
you don't you lose it when it is private. It comes back afterwards. So if you put it public again. So I wouldn't delete, because the first moment when it all came into place, people were jumping into action and deleting their channels and videos. Don't do that. Just put them on private for now. Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Kayla Madeline, you are so cool, and thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Kayla.
Thank
I do
you.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I also seen some channels that are marking their channels wrong.
I got to address something because I'm going to forget about this. This is very important. Great to see you, JDS, but and I'm glad you said this because I meant to say it earlier tonight. I forgot. No disclaimer works on YouTube, whether it's in your about section, whether it's in your description, whether it's at the beginning, the end of your video, whether it's for copyright, whether it's to deal with COPPA, age restrictions. YouTube does not give two shits about it. That's as simple as that. I'm just telling you, this is a very important thing that's been going around some. It has no bearing whatsoever. YouTube will not even glance at it. It has its rules. You either follow them or you don't. Thank you for mentioning it because I wanted to say it earlier and I completely forgot. So no disclaimer of any type works on YouTube for any way. It won't keep you from any community strikes, any copyright strikes whatsoever. So, sometimes you go on a channel and say, like, according to section article 1477- of the People's Code for sharing and all that. Nope. This channel is only for 18 and over, under, please stay out. Nope. None of it. It has no bearing. It won't help you. It's a false sense of security. So,
yes.
sorry, I wanted to catch that before I forgot.
Exactly. Pixel Pay Alive says, one for Andrew. Balance is important.
You're way too kind to us, dear. You really, really are. You're too kind.
We have
Thank
Canadian Drone Hub joining us.
Yes.
Hello.
Cheers, bud. Good to see you.
Hello. Yeah, so I wanted to mention too something that I have seen that people have been wrongly marking their channel too. Be careful. First of all, there is a difference between not made for kids, and adult content. Okay, if you, as Andrew was saying before, if you mark your channel or videos as made only for adults, that means only 18 plus, which right away means that you're demonetized completely and not suggested anywhere. So don't do that unless it's really necessary. But please do it if it is, because I have seen live stream that says in the title 18 plus only, and when you go in, it's not marked like that. Okay, you can get a strike for it. If YouTube catches you doing that, it will automatically mark it as 18 only, but it also will give you a strike for it. So don't do it. Just putting it in a title is not good enough. You gotta actually filter it and mark it as 18 plus if it is 18 plus.
Yeah.
I've seen, I don't know, at least 10 just last week that says 18 plus only. No, that's not how it works. You can mark it. Now, if your channel is not made for kids, don't just mark it just because, well, I'm just going to be, safe and mark it as made for kids. You're going to be losing so much.
Yep.
Make sure that you know what you're doing.
Storage Scavenger, thank you so very much for that. Do appreciate it. Thanks for the answer. You rock. No, you rock. You guys are the ones that make us look good. Thank you so very much for that. Guys, we really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support.
Thank you. For example, I had a channel in the chat that was saying that they had a cooking channel that was, everything was disabled because most likely they marked it wrongly. Well, recipes are not made for kids unless you specifically are instructing kids how to make, a sandwich. So don't just do it just to cover yourself because, well, it's just going to make your life so much harder,
Yep. Exactly. If you're making a casserole, it's a casserole. If you're making fun, super elephant
Alphabet
cookies
soup,
or
yeah.
alphabet soup, and even if the kids aren't there helping you, you've already geared it towards kids. You made a decision on that one. There's a chance kids can watch it. If kids are helping you, then definitely even more. But nonetheless, even if your whole topic is about that kind of a kid treat, then mark it. But otherwise, definitely not. A happy New Year to you, Professor Perseverance.
Thank
So
you
great
so
to see
much.
you.
Thank
Hope
you.
you're doing fantastic.
Northern Lad is here.
Welcome.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back. Good to see you. Colin Aero shows. Hello, how are you? We're going to definitely be adding information in our description as well. There is tons of information in all of the descriptions of our videos in the playlist about COPPA. And we rearranged it today for your pleasure and information, from the most important one, so to say, the one that covers everything, to questions, to additional information, to like extras, okay? So if you start with the first one in a playlist, that's going to cover basically everything, and then it's kind of answers different detailed questions if you watch it as a playlist. And if you please check the description, there's tons of links there from YouTube, from Google, from actual resources that we use to give you information, so you can go there and double check for yourself, because remember, it's you who are going to be responsible for that, not us or anybody else, right? So we give you those links, that information, so you can go and double check and know it for yourself.
Pixelpia, do you think big channels and monetized channels should worry more about the AI than little me?
No.
Short answer, everybody's channel is just as important to each other. And the big side, I mean, the other ones, let's call for what it is. I mean, some of the big ones, that's their livelihood, so it's not really fair. I would give them that little bit onto it as far as the repercussions. Also, most likely, if there's any fines, they're going to be scalable, because it's up to 42,000. So if it's a bigger channel, more likely some bigger consequences.
Now, there have been big channels that have been already marked, like Nickelodeon, for example, obviously, Mattel, and all of those have been marked now. But also small channels like Toyron, who was in the chat, is just 200 and some subscribers, and he have been marked too. So it doesn't matter with AI. It doesn't look at the size of you. It's not human. It looks at the content and what it should and should not mark. That's all.
Marty's down the rabbit hole. Down the rabbit hole travel. Marty is making cupcakes. How are you? Somebody asked us. Funny you should come in here right now. The Skull Gamer says, "Who was your first fan?" Well, I don't know about early fan, but friend I'll take was Down the Rabbit Hole Travel. She's one of the very early ones that we met.
Yeah, she's actually our first guest in our first interview that we did. And she's been there when there were just few of us.
That's right.
In all times, right, Marty? Oh my. We did have a really cool story about our first mod. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Terrell's artwork channel and Train Man.
Yep.
And Train Man, those were our very first two mods. We only had about 4 or 5 in the chat. And then a couple weeks later, Train Man had a birthday. And we're all like, "Oh, you're going out to the bar?" You asked if he's going to the bar to celebrate. And he replied, no, that he wasn't. He was going to be having cake and pizza at home because he was 10. So the Train Man was a little misleading after all, but nonetheless.
Yeah, and I think this year he's going to be 13, so he's going to be good for YouTube.
Finally, he's here. Finally, he's cleared. Farmo, by the way, we never say it half the time. Farmo was a very early on guest of ours as well.
Oh my, yes.
Yep,
My non-traditional life says now everyone is a mod. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of Andrew's outbursts.
Yeah, that was quite the outburst. Marty, I think, was there for that. She said.
Oh yes.
She got to witness it when I went.
Yes, yeah, that was.
It was a blowout.
That was something. Cherry Awesome Sunset Travels. Hello, how are you? OZTV. If I didn't see you, good morning. How are you doing today? Digger Evans here as well, and it's about time now as well. Time Studios, guys. Good to see you. Sorry if I didn't see you while we were talking about COPPA. If you do have any questions, let us know in the chat. We still have a couple minutes left here. We do have a couple of other questions I got to catch in the chat about other things. PJ Azurin asked, how do you maintain a number of your viewers? There are times that no one attends the live stream anymore. That's a very good question.
In simple, I've always told people, you think if you treat your live streams the same way as you would treat a video, they're the same answers to all of it. Remember, people need to be entertained. We had to talk about that today privately. We have to come to the realization that we're all in here, no matter what your channel's about, no matter what you do on here, we are here to entertain. And that's whether to make people laugh or cry, whether to tell them about how to change a transmission, or tell them what kind of a day you're having. And you got to listen to your audience. Farmal, okay. Farmal's a great example because I brought him up this morning with Roger. He said it, we were talking about hitting 10K in Roger's channel. And he said it, Val's wife said, wow, because she didn't know until then. She congratulated him, and what a mark and that. Farmal told me that straight to my face. He said, when he started really taking off, he was already doing well, but this spring. And he said something that's always stuck with me. I started listening to my audience. See what your audience wants. You have to be somewhat flexible about how you do things on here. Stick to your core values. Don't go making changes every week, becoming one channel or another to whatever's the hot thing of the week that's on. But be willing to bend within them. And another, Bruce, Travels with Bruce that was on with us, always said something else that stuck with me. He talked about his channel. He would go on, talk to her for about 30 minutes, then get into travel news and that. And finally, some of them cornered him, and they love him. They're like, listen, we love you, buddy, but I'm not staying around for all that. I'm not into that. I want what I want. I want what I need to know, and then I got to go. So he decided to change it. So he went in. Cruises is not usually gamer 18-year-olds. What do anybody 45 and over love to talk about? He gets in, hey guys, how are you? What's the price of gas in your neck of the woods? They all start typing their gas prices. They're all happy. They're saying where they come from. He went into the news and then afterwards went back and talked to the audience. That one change where he listened to his audience, he went from 6,000, I think he's around 35 or 40,000 now, somewhere in that vicinity. Blood X. Well, Blood X is in the house. How are you? Thank you for all the kind words the other day. I really, really did appreciate it. You are, you always want to make somebody feel welcomed. I do appreciate it. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Help me if you can is here as well. Hello, how are you? Good to see you.
Great to see all you guys. Hope you're doing fantastic. Is there any questions left? We're good there?
Well, there was one question from Premier Hal as well. How do you post a hashtag? I've never done it. And is there a wrong way of putting hashtags for the descriptions, like above the title?
Above the title. Mm-hmm. Put them down at the bottom. It can hold 15, but it will only display 3. Stay as far away from putting all those hashtags as humanly possible. Don't put up hashtags for other people. Your channel is there to promote you. That's what it's about. If you're doing a collaboration with somebody or something like that, or once a year we do a charity event here, Xenia puts up the hashtag. Why? Because hashtags are a great gateway to a lot of other people's content, i.e. mostly the people that created the hashtag. We've been doing the hashtag Blue Wrench Group selfies for months, but have you noticed almost a year now, I guess?
Yes.
We don't tell people, make sure in your videos to put hashtag Blue Wrench. The only time we ever did it was twice when we were going for 5,000 and 8,000 because we had a promotion going. You're there to promote you. So for the record, please do not ever put hashtag Blue Wrench Group on your channel, because that would lead back basically to all of our videos. Imagine if you sat down at a restaurant and you spin the carousel, grab the menus, and you find the menus for 4 other restaurants in the area. Nobody does that. Your channel is about the only place left on YouTube where you can shamelessly promote yourself. That's what you're there to do. Don't hashtag, come up with your own, start using that to bring up some symmetry. There's something once in a while ties in, it can help, but most of the time, remember, you're going to be the small fish in the big pond. And the big pond is going to get the majority of people that click on that hashtag. So, but if you're going to use them, the 15 is the max, 3 is the most it will show. You type them at the bottom, they're going to appear. So if you put 10 hashtags, the first 3 will appear in your title.
So using hashtags are actually bad. The ABC family asking, well, unless you're a huge YouTuber who owns, hashtag ASMR and you have million subscribers and all the videos on top are yours, then yes, because you're just leading people away.
I say boom with great pride and dignity. I love it. I'll give it to you. He says boom.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Ooh, God.
I still can't say it like Farmwell does. I don't even try.
No, please don't try.
I don't go down that route. I have a question. Why do people like me? Blood X, why do people like you? Because you are, okay, you know what? I'm going to take that one. You're just joking around. I don't know. I'm going to answer you straight on about that one. Why? because you have the energy of 500 people, and you're like watching somebody walk through the desert, like the Baja races. You're like the Baja races. You know, I've seen you sweat probably 5 gallons in 2 hours. You're dousing down water, but you don't stop. You don't stop. You could stop, but you didn't. That's what I'm saying, as he says it like that. That's why. That's entertainment. People like watching entertainment. They enjoy that kind of stuff.
Drunkings in Darwin says the only place, Push Studios, the only place where you not only learn about YouTube, but restaurants, chicken farms, and gumboots, as well as desert races.
From all people like me because he's. Oh, people like Bled because he's squishy, like a marshmallow. There you go. There you go.
PixLP Live says sometimes if I make a video about something educational that is very important to me, I use a hashtag that leads to other videos on the topic. Well, it depends. If you want to use a video to grow your channel, then don't use a hashtag. If you want to raise awareness for the subject, then yes, you use the hashtag. Cowgirl ASMR is here.
Oh, the expectant mom. How you doing? Hope all is well.
She was sick all the way through holidays. Well, her little one was sick first, and then her was sick. And oh my God, guys, I hope you're better.
Oh God.
Hope you're better. Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. 54 Punchy. Thank you so much for that. Unicorn of the night. Thank you so much for that. Super sticker, super chat. Thank you.
Whew, thank you, 54. I appreciate that. I just about missed one. Just for Andrew. Yeah, they're all for Andrew. We know that. We know how they go. They're all for Andrew when it's said and done. Take cover. That's right, Stokeman. Excuse me. I know I read them too fast sometimes. I do apologize. You guys are too much. You guys are too funny. All of you guys. JD Tremaine, how are you, by the way? Great to see you. You're doing fantastic. And you know who's here?
Who?
What the?
What?
Paranormal. It's in the house. How are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Oh, glad you're recovering, Cowgirl ASMR. That is great to hear. That's really great to hear.
Take care of that little one for sure.
She announced that she's going to be a mommy again on our show, on our live stream.
Yeah, surprised everyone.
Yep, you can go back and see the look of shock on her face. Literally, we're like, what?
Maybe even herself. I don't know. Oh my God, guys. Well, thank you so much.
I like that, Philip. Yeah, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. You're so awesome, Philip. I like the shopping mall.
Love that. Definitely. Don't forget to, please remember to hit that like button if you haven't yet. It does help a lot, as well as if you can share it out. We do appreciate that a lot as well. Double check if you are still subscribed to us. Just, double, triple check. You never know what YouTube does there. And if you're new, please subscribe to us. Hit that red button. And we hope that you like what we're doing here, so you can ring the bell and know when we're on next.
That's right, guys. Thank you so much for all you guys do for us. We got a lot of great things coming, guys, including some big surprises coming in the very near future. Thank you for all the positive feedback on the new layout as well. It's still a work in progress, beta, if you will. But it just felt good to start. It was a last-minute decision, because I've had it sitting there, but I'm not done yet. And it was just like, you know what? It's a new year. Let's kick it off with something different. So it feels more us, I like to think.
Yes.
Forgot to turn on the light tonight.
I like it, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, we don't look so blue.
Yeah, I know. We got to
we'll
put the
look
cable
more
across,
healthy.
and that'll be fixed.
We'll look more healthy.
Oh, that will be fixed. Yeah, I got quite the contractor manager behind me sometimes here. We'll call it that.
Well, there's one more thing that we haven't done today, and it is time for that. And if you are still here, I'm sure that you are waiting for it.
At least you waited close to the end last night. I was not happy. I wish my OBS wasn't broken right now. Oh my God. Just try reinstalling it, Marty. Save your setup files and reinstall it. Might help it. All right, get it over with. I'm not waiting on
it. It is lippy time.
Not doing it on my lips.
Your chicky is now mine.
Hi, Killer Whale. You came at a great time. You're not doing the lips. I'm not doing the lips.
Well, is this your lips?
No, you can do it.
Like Potato Man?
Mm.
There you go.
How did you manage to smudge up my glasses?
Well, it's because you're covering your face.
Look. It's like CSI on my glasses now. At least I got proof.
Platypus, CSI Deacon is calling me.
Oh, that's nice. I look like Raggedy Ann now. What did you do? You put your lips together? Or it looked like I got the plague.
Well, don't cover your mouth next time.
Oh, okay, sorry. My apologies for my.
There's only so much real estate I can handle there, so.
Unreal.
Thank you to me, man, and LNG Assassin for the suggestion for this Lippy time at every
you,
live
Homesteading.
stream. So if you're looking forward to that, stick around till the end of it, and you're gonna get to see it.
I'm gonna remember another time, but Killer Whale, you're still here? For the love of God, I knew I forgot something the other night. Killer Whale, put in the link for your mom's channel, please. Do you have actually, if you can grab it quickly, the channel she bought our merch. I can't believe that we got into everything else. I was gonna do that first show.
Oh my God!
So can you put the link in quickly? I completely forgot about that, but I will do it another night as well. I'm gonna get you to remind me on Sunday, next wheel night. I'm gonna put her in. But if you can grab her link really quickly and put it in, that was so cool. Remy Moore is here. Remy, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yep. I'm waiting for
Daily Life in Nature.
Very sweet. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Sweet is what we go for in here. I swear to God, I look like Raggedy Ann. There we go. There you go, guys. Roost Truce. There you go, guys. You see Killer Whale? Put a couple emojis beside it and put it up again, Killer Whale. Where is it here?
Ruth Truth.
Yep.
Aw, what a lovely lady.
Yep, and she's wearing our shirt. I think this was our first live stream, if I'm not mistaken. Look at this, guys. Check that out.
Oh my God, that is
Isn't
so
that cool?
super sweet. Aw.
That is absolutely unbelievable. So Sunday night, we got to remember we're going to do this. So, we're glad you're here, Marty. It's always nice to have you in. Thank you.
That is
very
so
much.
sweet. Thank you so much for getting our merchandise and just being a great supporter. Ruth Truth, thank you
Isn't
so
she
much.
sweet?
Such a sweet lady. Thank you.
Honored to say the least. So yeah, no, I did come, but oh, look at that. There we go. See, I forget to hit the like.
Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you.
God love her.
Well, you didn't tell me.
I know that's coming. I know what's coming. Sunday night. So
sweet, guys. If you do purchase our merchandise, let us know. Let us know. We want to see it. That is so sweet.
There's our link, guys. Killer Whale's putting up his mom's link. We're in our merch, guys. Grab her up and check her out, folks. That is so sweet. Yeah.
Big kisses to your mom.
You know, you got to realize something. Sometimes it is hard on here and all the stuff you put up with. And yes, tonight somebody played with their numbers for 15 minutes. They drove them up some. But you got to take moments like this to make it worthwhile. And I mean, how sweet is that?
That is so sweet.
Those are the things that sometimes that keep you on YouTube. They really do make a difference. So a gigantic shout out to your mom. She is so sweet. And we're going to mention it again Sunday night. So
thank you so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, lots of love to your mom.
Give her our best, okay? Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for being here, each and every one of you folks. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you for all you do for us. Hope you guys had a great night. Lots of great conversation here. You guys are the ones that make us what we are, and we can't thank you enough. So cheers to you all. Cheers. Be well, my friends, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. See you tomorrow night, 7 p.m., guys. Cheers for now, and have a good one. Bye.